Hi everyone, Tara Malarkey, founder of Seven Figure Femme and High Ticket Empress. And today I'm interviewing Sariah, who's had an amazing success so far in High Ticket Empress. And I just want to bring you her story. So welcome, Sariah. Thanks for being here.
Thank you for having me.
So what's the highlight so far?
The highlight is that everything is making sense. That, like, from your webinar to everything that I've learned inside the course, like, you were talking to me. And I feel like I've been able to apply all of the teachings and all of the learnings and have seen success already.
Yeah. So what's your total revenue so far?
12,600
And how long?
in 3 weeks
Yeah.
after starting. Yeah.
That's pretty incredible, girl. Really.
Yeah.
That's with 3 new clients, right?
That's with 3 new clients. Yeah.
Totally. So good. So what kind of coaching work do you do?
I help women in betrayal trauma who have been working through therapy and are feeling stuck in the process of how to move forward in their marriage, how to heal their marriage. What wasn't working was I didn't know how to sell my course. I didn't know, and I love that you teach the substantial transformational changes, like lasting changes. So when I was talking to my audience, I was talking how I speak, like the language I speak, but it wasn't translating to them for them to understand the importance of it. And I hadn't thought about, I knew something wasn't clicking, but I didn't know what. So
Yeah, that's and I think that that's what most people struggle with, right? Like, and why I do what I do, right? Because I studied this for a long time and became really good at it and want to help women who are really genius, right? Like really good at what they do. And like they're a secret right now, right? Because they're not communicating what they do in a way that their prospect understands the value and will invest, lay down their credit card. And so just go back for a second. How many were you selling then at 299?
I launched that portion of my business last November, and up until I signed up with you, I'd only sold $13,000. So I don't even know how many that is signups, but not very many in that many months compared to the last 3 weeks, and almost making that in 3 weeks.
That's amazing. I mean, it's still pretty successful that you did that, right? Like that's really great work. But yeah, I mean, that's kind of a testament to also selling high ticket, right?
Mm-hmm. Totally.
And then what are you charging now?
Well, my everyday price is 6,200, but I offer an incentive-based price if they sign up with me, and that's 4,200.
Yes. And you're getting people saying yes.
And I'm getting people saying yes, yes.
So what do you think is the biggest thing that you learned? If you would, I know there's a lot, but like, if there's one thing you're like, wow, if I never learned that, people wouldn't be saying yes and giving me their credit card for a $4,200 program right now.
I think there are two main huge things, and that is the first one, health, wealth, or relationship. Like that created everything. Like I can't tell you the amount of response I got on my Instagram stories when I started talking about relationship. And then like from the hundreds to the multiple hundreds of responses. So, and then the second thing would be the substantial changes, like not the surface. That's been really cool because I've had to go in and study, like, what is it that I am doing that's causing this to happen? Like,
Yeah, that's so good. So good. It's like High Ticket Empress is really like, I mean, this is the way I see it, but please let me know if you agree, right? For those that are listening, it's really like a business school, like a whole like graduate degree in marketing in a way, right? So like learning the concepts that I teach you, the specific concepts I teach you right away, right? About how to message about what you do, right? Like immediately really, that is what changed. You started communicating it differently. What you do didn't change. You just started communicating it about it in the framework that I give you, which immediately made a change, right?
That's right.
Like, what's the one thing that you're going to teach them? Why is that different from the other things that are available to them, right? What are their objections? How to handle their objections in your content, right? And so these are all things that I teach you in depth on how to do in High Ticket Empress. And that is really what changes it. You can go from hearing crickets, nobody even seeming like they're interested in what you're offering, to their ears perk up, right? Because you started communicating it differently.
That's right. Yeah, I almost got like pity likes. I feel like I got pity likes before on my posts, and now like I have responses and communication, and yeah. Yeah, I tell people I'm in a business, I'm taking a business course because I feel like I am. That also teaches me how to advertise and market, and I get access to knowledge 3 times a week through the coaching. So it's very high end, and it's very worth everything.
Thank you. Yeah, so that's a great segue into the final question, which is, if someone's watching this and they're not inside the program, what would you say to them?
Do it. And I don't know, I've listened to the sales recordings, and I knew before I talked to Kevin that I was going to sign up. Like, I researched, I watched the videos, I did the inauguration, and then I also was looking at other people, and I wanted to make sure that I had the best. But the way that I swear that you were just talking specifically to me. And I haven't ever questioned that in any way, shape, or form. It fits. And then all of the women in the program who are also participating, they're getting the same responses that I am. And I think you can't fail at this at all. If you put in the time and the effort and you implement it, you're going to feel the changes. It's almost an internal shift within that makes everything more solid and exciting to be able to give to the world as a whole product.
Yeah. Now you're really a business owner, right? And you feel like you likely feel like you're really on your way there to really, being a business owner that actually has a viable business that's worth something, right? Before, when we were kind of posting and praying and hoping that someone's going to buy this thing, and it's not really a business, though. It's like a hobby that makes some money sometimes, right?
That's exactly what my husband said. It's kind of like an expensive hobby. I'm like, I know.
Yeah, so we really want to get, women to be business owners and CEOs, and really, grow. It's really about who you need to become, right? And so once you also, right, step in, make the investment, all those things are the hard pieces, yes, but it's who you become in that process. And very quickly, right, you're in the green now, right? You've already made your money back in 3 weeks. So that's amazing.
And I feel like, when I was asking for $299, I felt like there was a disconnect, because I felt like I was worth more, but I wasn't receiving that back. I'm like, come on, it's $299. Come on. For what you're getting. And now I feel like I can fully show up. It all makes sense. Yes, you can pay $4,200 for me. And when I raise my prices, it's still going to be worth the value and the time.
Right. And I would say that part of that comes from, you have now, learned how to create a high ticket program. What it's like inside of a high ticket program, right? So you're that much more confident and secure in the end result your clients are going to get, how you facilitate it, what is, standard, right? So that your clients are happy. And so all of that is just you're jumping into okay, this is the next level. And now I really believe this. And so then you're able to present it. Obviously you're already selling it. So people are feeling your frequency around that and saying yes to it,
Yep, that's right.
Yeah, it's so good. I just want to say to you, one of the reasons you've had great success is because you're coachable. And I want every one of our students and also every one of the prospects who are thinking about joining us to know, like, one of the best things you can do for yourself is really to become coachable. I remember that your first weekend, right, you posted in the group and you were frustrated because, right, you were hitting a bump that everyone hits, which is you started watching the training, and I'm telling you, these are the kind of parameters and how do you fit it into this thing, and everyone is like, no, I can't, I don't know how, and like, and that's why we have a team of coaches that help you through that. You showed up to my call, I gave you some coaching, you took it and you implemented it, and then you went out, right, and got results. So it's, so often people can just hit that first hiccup, which will happen. Like, it's always going to happen when you're going to do something big in the world. It's what you do with it, right? It's like, okay, do you kind of like submit and surrender a little bit and go, okay, like, they know what they're talking about. Let me see, right? Like, how this will work. And so you did that. So you were super coachable, and I just want to commend you on that. That's why, one of the main reasons why you're getting such great results.
Thank you. Yeah. And I was open and willing to what you were saying, but for me and where my brain was, it wasn't connecting. And so just that one conversation with you clicked. And then I was like, oh yeah, I get that. That's so easy. But it was like, I was like grasping what I don't understand it. I don't understand. I need some clarification. And you cleared that up, and that was the end of it, really.
So good. And like, I love that. The one then thing I want to say to that is, so many people out there are trying to build a business with just videos.
Mm-hmm.
And so they join a course that is a lower ticket that just gives them videos. But the problem is, you probably would have stayed stuck if you just watched my video, right?
Yeah.
Like,
I watched it like 7 times.
right? It's very clear, right? And it's really good. I will say that myself, and I'm sure you will too. It's like, okay, but if you don't have someone that you can go to that's an expert that can give you individualized, personalized feedback on your situation, you got to show up to me and say, but my expertise, but my niche and my experience is this, so how do I fit it into that? And then I was able to coach you on it, and then came the breakthrough, right?
That was it. Yeah.
It really just goes to show how much we really do need, we need coaches that we can go to that. And so that's what I've, really aspired to provide in High Ticket Empress. You're not going to get it just, yeah, the videos are great. Then they give you a lot, right? But you need to be able to show up and ask questions about your own niche. And that's what's going to like move you forward, right? You got to show up, you got to be accountable, and someone's watching and they're right there kind of like rooting you on, and helping you break through.
Yeah. And it feels really good as a student. And then as I've implemented that into my course, that like we had just had our meeting last night, and I just walked away like, yes, this is so whole. This is so good. Yeah.
So it's so good. It feels so rewarding. Actually, it feels more rewarding, I think, than selling a, video course where you're like, hope they do something, like, it's more rewarding, but it's still highly leveraged where you're not on one-on-one conversations all the time, right? And so, yeah. Anyway, so good. Anything else? I feel like
I just am so grateful. And I notice, like I told my husband the other day, like I feel so much better about myself. Like I feel more, I want to get ready. I feel sexy again. Like I feel like, and I know that I am worth and my value is not dependent on dollar signs, right? But the hard work that I'm putting into this, I'm seeing it turn back, and I'm helping people. And also I'm helping myself by offering myself the way that I am to the world. So
it totally makes sense that it isn't about, oh yeah, you got, $12,000 in sales, so now you feel good. But there's just something about up leveling your participation in life and seeing it come back around, that definitely makes things more alive. It makes life more fun. And I'm sure it totally affects all areas of your life. Your marriage will be affected by that. Your parenting will be affected by that, right? Like just who you are to your friends and everyone around you. It's just amazing. So
I love it. Mm-hmm.
Awesome,
Yes.
girl. Well, this is just the beginning. So we just wanted to mark the 3 weeks in. So let's get your funnel up and then we'll do another interview after that. Okay.
I love it. I can't wait.
All right, girl. Thank you so much.
Thank you.